Boy, I really just wanna. But, you know, I'm not about to real life sit in front of this mic and get the yelling inside my abode. There's just some things I gotta say, cause do not get me wrong. Right under all these layers of exuberance, I am still pissed. Both things can be true simultaneously. The angry side can wait though, cause firstly, I had told y'all boys.
Flashback.
There are so many things I'd like to just come on here and say, just off the strength that I'm a Carolina fan. But right now, today, I'm choosing to try and be as objective as possible. If, big if, you can maintain that late season energy, paired with some growth from your young talent and what you brought in this offseason, I do think the Panthers are in position to really fight for the division. Everything will honestly depend on one man.
End of flashback.
Feel me? Nah, a whole lot of my belief in the potential for this to happen was because of the dwarf I got under center, as well as the return of the team's best, who should have been a Pro Bowler, but I won't even get started on that right now. It took a lot to manage to get here, but hey, my niggas ain't been to the offs in 8 whole years. So much done happened in life, period. In my life specifically, since the last time I could actually put Panthers and playoffs in the same sentence. My city ain't hosted a playoff game in 10 years. I was 14, bro. And you think I care how they got there? Oh, had to depend on the ops to get in. So? Oh, sub 500 record. Nigga, I could care less. The second of the only 4 prior playoff appearances I've seen in my life. We've already seen that before. Hosted the John with that record too. And don't forget that they won that game. But it's all about just getting there, dog. Everybody record back to 0-0 at this point. It's time to hoop. Golly, I am jubilant. Now, there was a game that took place that we gotta speak on, and I had missed last week. That's on me. I did lay the voiceover for that though, and I was highly upset. Shouldn't even have been like that though, for real. All that game did was put on full display what I've said multiple times already. This team isn't that good yet, truly. There's several areas on the roster that really ain't in at the moment. You gotta keep in mind, if the team still would have had their own first round pick a couple years ago, every single year of this decade, the Carolina Panthers would have picked in the top 10. This is a rebuild for real. Niggas was just a little better than expected this year. And that's cool. That's great. Team still gritty, can compete, blah, blah, blah. But if you asking me, that Seattle game was the worst performance of the season. Cause week 8, I think, does not count. Cause it was Andy Sudan Ben Dalton on the field and not QB1. Against Seattle, the offense specifically was just badly outclassed. Cool. Even still though, I ain't saying they would have won the game or nothing. That's not what I'm saying. But they were right there to maybe make some shape in a position that they done thrived in all year long. Them games where the fourth quarter hit and you just like, how is Carolina here right now? You understand, then one of your team's best put down one of the most egregious things I have ever seen in my life. Missed my opportunity to say it last week, but I still have to let it be known. I had mentioned it after that second Saints loss that, JC, you might, maybe, but no, nigga, you are a terrorist. Love him, he's still elite, all that, but great heavens. Whatever though, we'll leave it in last week. Week 18 about took me to a place I ain't been to in a while. The FBI must investigate the NFL, the referees, Dave Canales, and Rico Dowdle, all separately, all of them. Now that my dogs have clinched, I can't say it with a more positive tone. I'm so happy that the world got to see how the Carolina Panthers be getting treated, dog. I'm talking about, wow. Folks getting helmets ripped off, who cares? My lil boo-boo throws an obvious backwards pass. Ref gonna blow it dead assuming it was a forward pass as Rico pick it up. Who was it? Brad Allen. Gonna acknowledge it was a backward pass that went out of bounds. And an inadvertent whistle. Well, not quite sure how you could claim it was inadvertent if you blew it because you thought the pass was incomplete or went out of bounds. That literally just ain't possible. Then you gonna leave it as a 6-yard loss. Boy, I promise you, if I was there, I might have blew that whole stadium down Bane style. One of the wildest things you could ever do as an official. Let my dogs replay the down. Add on the fact that folks missed the field goal after this, it truly made me want to send my cellular device into orbit. Just look at what Rico had in front of him, bro. For as lacking in the juice department 5 has been of late, I still genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that this at least goes for 30. K. Otten trip over his own feet? P.I. Okay. And then the offensive pass interference. Brother, well, actually, I ain't gonna get too into this right now, cause the Rook will get an entire video from me in the offseason. But this play did it for me. I'm already here to believe that Fo gonna be a superstar. But one of my current qualms with him as a player, you just want him to continue to get stronger and be more physical. He do got him more of a slender build for his 6'5", 215-pound measurables. Just need a little more out of him and then be a big body. Go get his situations. This is what you need from your superstar big body X. Jesus Christ. But the refs decided for some reason in this instance of all instances, in this all-important game, that this ain't allowed. I always thought that within them first 5 yards, you can go to war. That's how I came up watching the game. But apparently we punishing good work now. And what's so crazy about it is you got a notorious MMA fighter on the opposing team. But I ain't even gonna do too much on it. Blatant hating, taking away a big play as Carolina was driving, trying to make something happen. Understood. I'm personally overly moved by T-Mac and Coke. Lord, I love Jalen Coker. He catch everything. Only person on the team, when I see the ball in the air headed his way, I don't have an ounce of fear in my heart. Phenomenal throw and great catch on that tug. And seeing my boys put down such great work, I gotta say it. Just follow me. I'm over it. I wasn't paying full attention to it, but I did have me the Falcons Saints game going in the background. And I'm seeing Tyler Shook, who is a great young player, throwing to whoever these niggas are. Cause really, who are a couple of these niggas, genuinely? And they out there hooping like prime Odell Beckham. But when I or somebody else say that, man, Bryce guys will let them down sometimes. A good amount of the time. Niggas that you've invested real resources, higher draft capital into, they just ain't making the plays that need to or should be made. But then I see the nigga who delivered my DoorDash the other day doing this. If you been rocking with me for any amount of time, then you already knew it was coming. Anthony. I don't even really have too much to say about just him specifically for real. But his snaps have and may continue to decrease. And I hate it, cause it's there. My dog can be so good, but he ain't producing. He'll go out there and make mistakes on things that should be routine. Lil Jimmy Horn come right on in the game and tap them toes. Bryson Tremaine a blocking guy. He do it pretty well from what I've actually paid attention to. But he'll come through with a nice catch and run every now and then too. David Morton officially been back activated. Excel, it's time to tighten up, my boy, make your presence felt. And I ain't forget, Dave, Rico, Terrace. Got your coach running flea flickers at the 20-yard line. Just foolish activities. And I personally hadn't seen nobody slip on that field for a while, but of course, now niggas get back to falling. I can't truly try and blame Rico for that. It was just a combination of factors all at once that completely blew me. Whatever though, bro. It's in the past. My favorite football team, the Carolina Panthers, are back in the playoffs, playing a familiar, very scary foe. They capable of beating them boys again. Rams should be getting them some reinforcements back in Tay Adams. My God. As well as Quentin Lake, of course, now. They offense is truly terrifying. Now the Carolina defense is in much better shape health or availability-wise, but the big concerns for the unit are still the concerns. Pass rush sucks. Linebackers too, honestly, especially at this point down to your 8th string backer. Couldn't get the Buck offense off the field on 3rd down to save their life. And to just keep it all the way thorough, Shaw Smith Wade blows. And defending the quick game as a whole has been a struggle for a while. And facing a team that will real life throw slants and all that on the goal line, of course I'm fearful. Offensively, the biggest thing to me is just being aggressive out the gate. Everybody, Dave and his play calling, Bryce has got to take those shots. The windows will be there, indubitably. That Ram defense fool all the time. Gotta stay on time too, cause that pick week 18 really just came from being a tick too late. Listen fam, I am rapturous. My dog's still out there on that practice field practicing in January. But I'm scared, very. But even coming off 2 straight losses, my delusion levels are off the charts. Saying the Panthers can beat LA ain't even crazy cause, obviously gonna be extremely difficult. Probably ugly. Some turnovers on both sides, big plays, but it will, once again, truly depend on Bryce Young. Niggas out here talking about Bryce can't lead his team and win games. or specifically the big games. Nigga, please. The Carolina Panthers are going to the Super Bowl. I do not care. Look at the potential road it take to get there though. Sweet baby Jesus. Hey, let's make it happen, players.